Hello, lovelies. Thank you for being here with me for Project Lead the Way this week. Quick video to show you what's ahead and just kind of talk you through what to expect. So I'm showing you work from fourth period slide deck. So obviously, if you're in first or second period, you know that our meet times are a little bit different, but the slide deck that's in Google Classroom for you will reflect that and match it up. We're continuing to work in our Make Code arcade environment, but instead of diving right in with our games, we're going to stretch this unit out a little bit. I got a lot of feedback that people are excited about making their games, but maybe not as comfortable doing it independently yet. And so I think spending some more time in the Make Code environment, giving ourselves a chance to practice in some tutorials some more, doing some more guided lessons through it, thinking through the story arc of our game in a little more detail is really where we're going with this. So what my vision is this week we're going to focus on getting kind of good at pixel art and learning more about the bitmap art that is kind of the standard in this environment. Next week, we're going to focus more on just like the game concept and idea. Who are our characters? What are their motivations? What is the enemy? Like I've got some great ideas from you guys, some really, really cool and fun ideas. But I think if we spend a little time thinking about and sharing our idea for a storyline, and then just like mechanically how that game is going to work and play out, then actually going to code it is going to be easier, and the end product is going to be stronger. Then I see the week after that, us really getting back into the code. So littered in to that second week when we're doing some of our storyline work, we'll pick up some more mini lessons on using the code blocks in the game environment. It'll be a good opportunity for you to ask clarifying questions. If you know you want your game to do this particular thing, but you're not sure why, we can try to tackle that together before you have that real assignment of creating your game. So, pixel art, storyline, gaming, like building the game itself. So I see us here for about 3 more weeks. And that's what I'm looking at. So let's look at what our week looks like together today. Monday. Sunday. It's Sunday for me. It's Monday for you. Maybe it's Sunday for you. I don't know. I've got a video introduction. That's this one that I'm making right now that you are watching. Pixel art, assigned readings and questions. So let's just kind of skip down to Monday slide deck. This is an article from Future Learn that I really like. You're going to open that hyperlink. You could also click on me sitting on that pile of books if you like to. And I think this one's really strong. I do want you to watch this 2-minute video here at the top of it. It's not very long. That high squeak sound that you hear is my new puppy that you get to meet if you come to my Google Meets this week. And it talks a lot about images as data, bitmap images, vector images. It's not terribly long. There's some great graphics that really help you understand some of the language that's around this this world, this kind of vocabulary. So on Monday, I want you to read that article, and then also, oh, I'm getting a little laggy. There's a quick quiz that's a link in this Google form. Quiz, set of questions. I don't care if you have the article back open and you refer to it as you go, but I want to know, do you understand these things? Did you pick up what the article was putting down? This will auto grade your submission, so please take time to do it the best way that you can. You kind of get one chance at it. Keep the article open, double check your work, and then submit for me. So Monday, read an article. Do this form. On Tuesday, instead of a regular opener, I am asking you to write a quick note to medical professionals. Several of you did this for me last week. So if you did and you feel like, hey, Miss Waddell, I already did this, then you can type, Miss Waddell, I already did this as your opener for Tuesday. But if you haven't yet, take a moment and write a quick 3 to 5 sentence message. I'm going to copy and paste all of those over into a document that we are going to share with the University of Louisville, who's in the process of distributing face masks that we are helping to 3D print to the healthcare community. So those words of encouragement mean a lot. They're kind of going on top of these deliveries. They're printing them at U of L. And it would be really lovely if you could share some words of encouragement or a thank you note. So if you'll do that in lieu of your warm-up, that's a nice little trade that you and I are making. And then I'll copy paste those over and share those with our community. Our meet, if you're in fourth period, is, of course, then that Tuesday morning. Other classes, we're meeting at other times. This work on Tuesday, there's an 8-minute video that I want you to watch. It's really strong. It's pretty good. It's about creating pixel art from a non-artist perspective. So this guy's an engineer, but he likes to develop video games, and he's gotten better at this over the years. So this is a solid video. I watched a lot of them to find one that I thought had reasonable suggestions and content. So I hope you find this useful. Once you finish watching the video, I do want you to post in Google Classroom what tip or trick you think is going to be most valuable to you. So, you know, as you write this answer, just make it evident to me that you watched the video. 3 or 4 sentences is what I'm looking for here. Don't forget that word counter IO is a good buddy, just to make sure that your grammar, spelling, all that stuff is nice and tidy before you post it in Classroom. There's Wednesday's warm up. So Wednesday, I want you to do some more research in pixel art. I want you to spend at least 20 minutes researching pixel art that will help you with your own game design. Set a timer. It doesn't need to be crazy long. So when you click into Google Classroom, you can see that I've made you a pixel art research slide deck. It's just an empty slide deck. Like, there's nothing here except for 5 blank slides. But like, if you put your work in here, I can find it quickly and easily because your name will be at the top and it'll be nice and neat and tidy for me. So with this research, you're just taking screenshots of things that you like, things that you're like, ooh, I think I could make something like that. These are some search terminologies that I recommend that you use. So like, let's say that you have a vision for a video game that involves a dragon, or involves a race car, or involves a Peppa the Pig. These are all true examples that people have shared with me. So you might search Peppa the Pig pixel art or pixel sprite. So you're going to kind of combine the image or the item that you want with some of this other search terminology. I also recommend these web links as places to get started, or you can kind of do your own thing. But I just want you to fill up this slide deck. You know, you might probably get 4 or 5 images on each slide, 20 minutes worth of work, and try to look for things that inspire you, things that you like, artwork that you'd like to try to emulate, and let's see what other pixel artists have already done, because we learn best when we look at other people's work. We're not just trying to recreate the wheel from scratch. We want to see what else is out there and make our work kind of on top of their shoulders too, right? So Thursday is research. No, I was lying. Wednesday is research. Wednesday is research. Thursday. On Thursday, there's a short article that I'd like you to review. This might take you 4 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. It's real quick. It's just some quick steps and tricks for making your own pixel art better, because guess what I'm going to ask you to do next? Make your own pixel art, right? So then you're going to open up Arcade Make Code and get to your own just gallery page. So to do that, you want to click on arcademakecode.com. You can open up a project that you've already started. If you want to, you can start a new project. Either way is fine. We just really need to get to the graphics editor. So to do that, I'm going to open up my sample project, which I already have all this stuff over here. So I'm going to get rid of that. You'll notice that I can't just click into the gallery. It's not like this is built to be only some kind of like a graphics editor. So I have to click on like the sprite block and then bring one of these sprite blocks over like this. And then once I click inside of the square where it's like, what do you want your sprite to be? That's when I can get into the editor. So that's what I want you to do. You are going to build your own sprite in here. I do want it to be 16 by 16 pixels, which is hidden underneath somehow my video stuff. But you can see like the top of that 16 by 16 in the corner. And I've also taken a screenshot of it here to show you. So we're not going to make our pixelated art huge. You could set this to be 1000 by 2000 or whatever exactly those ratios are and have over 2 million pixels to deal with. I don't recommend that. I don't think that's a good idea. If we do 16 by 16, we've got about 200 and something pixels. That's plenty. So that's what I want your settings to be for this one. And what you make is just one attempt to do something kind of creative in here. I'm not going to require you to use it in your game, but I would love it if some of the elements of your game were unique and designed by you. I mean, even if you just said, hey, for my game, I'm going to make all of my own coins, or I'm going to make all of my own enemies. I don't expect you to make all of your own sprites, but it's a great practice as we go through the design process of thinking about which parts of our work can be original. And of course, when you're building your game, if you want to lean into that gallery, you can lean into the gallery. But this week, I want at least one pixel art sprite or object that you design from scratch. Can it be similar to something that you found in your research? Yes, it can. Can you just take a screenshot of something that you found in your research and submit it to me? No, I want to see it in here. So when you take your screenshot, I want you to kind of get this whole scene so that I know that you're building it inside this editor. So that's what you're going to turn in kind of as your big work on Thursday. So if you want to kind of change out the timing on this, Thursday's work is going to take longer than Tuesday's work, but I really think this is about 40 minutes a day-ish, you know, kind of broken down. Don't forget about your communication log. At the end of the week, some of you are being really great about getting that into me. Some of you are forgetting. If you got a 2 in your communication grade this past week, it might be because you forgot to do this. So I really love to see these from you and appreciate your time with that. Here are your rubrics. And then on Friday, here are your checklists for what you really do have to turn in for your grade, and then how those grades will appear for you in Infinite Campus is here on this last slide. So I hope that gives you a vision of where we're going over the course of the week. This is Pixel Art Week, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. In our meets at the beginning of the week, Monday, Tuesday meets, you get to meet my new puppy. On our meets toward the end of the week, Wednesday, Thursday week, I'm going to make pixel art with you, and we will do our best together. Don't go crazy with it. If it's making you nuts, just do the best you can do. Set a timer. Communicate with me. Let me know, like, Miss Waddell, this was what my work looked like after 30 minutes and I'm crazy. Then talk to me about it and I'll help you out. We're going to get through it. But I'm excited to see what you study and find and research and make. Email me if you have any questions, and I will see you soon.